Hello everyone, it's Spursrail 96 here and welcome to another Train Sim World Free live stream. For tonight's stream, or this afternoon, this morning's stream, whatever time you're watching this, I'm going to be taking a look at so far the only French route to appear in Train Sim World, and it's actually one of my favourite Train Sim World routes, and that is the LGV Méditerranée in the south of France. Which goes from Marseille to Avignon. So we're going to do some services in the journey mode today. Any in the journey mode here? Oh yeah, there's one that a northbound service which goes from Marseille to Paris Gare de Lyon. Of course, it only goes as far as Avignon. So let's rock and roll. Right, I'll say my hellos to Liam and the Banana Craft. Hope you're well, welcome. Okay, drive this northbound TGV service as far as Avignon. And I will remember this time much earlier in the stream. Motion blur, always turn it on. Okay, let's unlock the doors. Manual control. What I haven't done is practice today. Just get used to my surroundings a second. I don't need corridor lights. What am I on about? That's the one I need. The panel on the left and the panel on the right. Yeah, the DC setting is correct. Oh, it's lowered at the moment, isn't it? Oh, no, master switch is active. Anything down here that I need to press? Tail lights, gauge lights are on. That's good. Circuit breaker. I think turn it. No, you turn it on, don't you? And then you stick it up. I think in normal. Then I think you do it. Oh yeah, there's a desk light. Headlights to normal. Oh yeah, it might be wise if I put a bit of the brake on. There we go. It is in DC setting, isn't it? Yes, it is. DC setting. Let's turn it off. Let's do this one here. It's one of them, isn't it? What else is active? Lower it again. Oh, maybe then put it to normal. Oh yeah, there's a different thing. It's just popped up. There we go. We got there in the end. Obviously a little bit rusty on this route. I haven't driven it for quite a long time. Let's turn on the safety systems. Normal. Battery is normal. Excellent. Acma is normal. Is there another one? I swear there's like another one. KVB, that's it. Crocodile needs to be turned on. And I think that's it. Now we've got some time to make up. So let's release the brakes and get going. Oh, there's another service at the wonderful Marseille Seychelles. Pleasure. I had the pleasure of visiting this station in real life last year, and it's just like the real one. Very well modelled. Hey Thierry, how are you? Hope you're well. Obviously, all of the services on the LGV Méditerranée. You have two sets of TGVs connected together. Sadly, you don't get that variation of just one single set doing a service or two. So the power changeover location is 7 kilometers away. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well, Banana Craft. No, I haven't driven this route much either. I mean, it's one of my favourite routes. Yeah, I've hardly driven it. Oh, it goes back a long time since I last did a full run on this route. I don't think I've driven a full run this year until today. But it's nice to get back into it. Feels like a new experience all over again. Hopefully in the future Dovetail could do an extension to this route to Lyon or another TGV route. Would be welcome. I mean, I know the route itself, the long distance scenery in particular, is pretty crappy compared to Kassel Würzburg, but it's not about the scenery for me, it's about the driving experience, especially the setup procedure. I remember when I did the tutorial on the TGV first time, and the cab setup was just beautifully done. Every nook and cranny about it was explained. Brake testing, and pressing the service retention cancel button, to take control of the service. That is realistic. And I don't think I've had a startup procedure in other train symbol DLCs that have gone that in depth, as much as the TGV. And it's not just a route extension or new TGV route I'd like to see. Maybe have a loco add-on for this route. That would be really nice. A TGV R duplex would be very good, or the Resu. It's an older style TGV. I'd also like to see a different livery for the TGV, the Series 200 I'm driving now. That lovely blue and grey livery. Oh, I love it. I think it was more blue and white, but and a bit of grey in between, if I recall. I know those liveries were standard on the brake. Ah! What have I done wrong? Apply the brakes. It's that crocodile, isn't it? Maybe not. It's coming to a stop. Well, that's a new noise. I've never experienced that before. I know crocodile wasn't completely simulated. I know it was in the route. I didn't know it was completely simulated, unless Dovetail have added it in, because I have never experienced that before. I turned crocodile on, but I didn't think it was fully simulated. I think I better put on isolate. I think that's another safety system I'm going to have to learn. Oh, now I can't get it to move. Oh no. What a disaster. There we go. Let me put it back on. Only way to learn about it is to put it on. That's crocodile doing it, then that's very new to me. I imagine it's some sort of speed control. Interesting. Liam, last time I was on this route was probably July 2022. Oh, fair enough. Nearly a year ago. Telling now about Focus purchased Dovetail Games are saying new French route will be inevitable. Oh yeah, 100%. What it will be is another question, and another local add-on will be very welcome indeed to this current route, an extension. I think an extension is more likely. When, I have no idea. Okay, we're about to enter the first of very long tunnels. TOS just like me driving the ICE, beeping on emergency brakes. Yeah, it was pretty much what I was like with the German trains yesterday. I spent a whole afternoon on the ICE trains and other units that ran the not just PZB but LZB as well, because I really wanted to master it, and I applied it and I did a fairly decent job when applying it to a stream. Oh, here we go. Oh, it didn't make a noise. To continue this journey, this service power change to... So I do rearm the circuit breaker, lower it, go to... It's LGV, isn't it? Yeah. Normal, then press the button. There we go. Right, now we can rock and roll. Boy, are we going to be late. Unbelievably late. Oh dear. Yeah, certainly rusty, no doubt. Liam, I just get this thought that they're doing what Top Gear used to do on Adventures, where if the car broke down, who'd use another one from the producers. That car's probably French Boots. Yeah, very good expression. Thierry, if we get any French, we require like a slower, maybe Paris Metro. Yeah, Paris Metro is... I can understand why people want it. Personally, for me, I'm not really interested in that kind of route, to be honest with you. I'm more about the high speed kind of stuff. I think if you think of, French railways, the fast-paced TGV immediately comes to mind, 100%. Hey Matt Jennings, how are you? Hope you're well. Hope everyone has had a good start to the working week. I certainly have today. I had a job interview for a new job and I got it straight away. So very, very pleased, as you can imagine. So slight celebratory mood tonight. It does mean I get 2 days off before I start my new job, so that's nice. Whoa, why do I keep putting the power handle into the brake position? I do apologise. Oh, another train in the tunnel. That I have not experienced on this route. That is a first for me. I find the green gauge on the left-hand side, the brake gauge, for some reason I find it very difficult to see when the train is not in the tunnel. No idea why. That's something to do with the lighting on my TV, I'm not too sure. My TV does need an upgrade. I have had it for a few years. Well, more than a few years. It's been in the family for quite a long time. Good old Panasonic. I was tempting to switch maybe to either Sony or Panasonic, one of those two. It's always the Japanese, they're always producing very good TVs these days. Brake! There we go. That should be enough. I mean, 80 kilometers per hour is slow for this train standards. Liam, I write an email telling him to make another one on my second account as my first one got blocked. Yeah, it's a good luck with that. I hope it goes well. Lana Grassi, let's hope they extend the route to Lyon. Yeah, I agree. I think it should. I mean, I know in Train Simulator they extended the route to Lyon, so you'd think that would be the case with the Train Sim World version. And like Thierry said earlier, now that pretty much Dovetail Games is under French control, French ownership, there's every chance that we will see a new French, not just TGV route, but a new French route in general, or maybe an extension to this route or Loco add-on. I take that any day. I love this route, especially the stations, the main ones, Aix-en-Provence and Marseille and Avignon. I haven't visited Avignon or Aix-en-Provence in real life, but Marseille I obviously have, and wonderful historic station, wonderful architecture. Come on, increase power, increase. Oh, got the French announcement going off. There we go, we're very late, but it's my first run on this route, I don't know, since the Dark Ages, so very pleased to have made it in one piece. The crocodile thing I'll certainly have to look into, that I didn't expect to be simulated on this route. Also, Lana Grassi, hope you're well and had a good start to the week. TR in Castle Würzburg goes the safety systems perfectly. Yeah, just Castle Würzburg is pretty easy to master because it's predominantly straight and full speed. Matt Jennings' week starts tomorrow. Fair enough. Oh, thank you, Matt and Liam and Thierry. It's yeah, it's a good feeling to after all the doom and gloom I've had outside of YouTube recently. It's nice to have, you know, a bit of positive news finally. Been long overdue. But yeah, it's new for me, new environment. It's in the world of the NHS, the National Health Service, being a healthcare assistant in the main surgery where I live, so it's going to be challenging. Well, it's not really a surgery, it's more of a, say, like a main hospital, maybe, I suppose. It's more like one of those smaller ones, not like a big main hospital, but a smallish hospital, yeah. I'm doing night shift, which actually I didn't expect because I thought I applied for the day shift, but the people that were organising the applications, they made a mistake and put day instead of night. So they literally said to me, I sat opposite them, and they said, "Oh, we're only looking for nighttime staff," and I was just like, "Oh crap, that's not good." And then they, you know, they convinced me. I came round to the idea, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. So I'm going to be doing 3 10-hour night shifts on the trot. Apart from this week, I'm going to have a trial shift on Thursday night, which is going to absolutely destroy my body clock. So I'll be doing from what they said, I'll be on the trial shift on Thursday. Basically, I'll just be overseeing what the other healthcare assistants do, basically. So I'll be shadowing them, keeping an eye on what they do. And it'll be running from 9:30 PM till 7:30 AM. Oh, help me. So the night before, I'm going to have to, well, stay up all night, play a lot of Train Sim World, drink loads of coffee and energy drinks. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a challenge. But it means more money as well, which is also nice. Way more money than what I had in my previous job. And plus it was just nice to just try something new, which I really wanted to do. So hopefully in a month's time, I'll just then, on payday, I'll just pick up all the outstanding Train Sim World DLCs I have not yet collected. So expect to see me stream, that is, on the more recent Train Sim World content in the not too distant future. Anyway, the next stop is Avignon TGV, which is just over 60 kilometers away. We're really speeding now. This has to be probably the fastest Train Sim World route ever. I don't think the German routes get close to 300 kilometers per hour, do they? Liam, I have the whole of this week and next week off, as I'm expecting cars to arrive, at least people working for me get off to produce for more pay. Liam, get a job. Don't be lazy. contribute to this, to our country's economy. It needs it more than ever at the moment. Imagine it's highly recommend LG TV. Oh, really? I never tried LG. I don't know. It's always been Panasonic or Sony in the family. I was particularly looking at the Sony Brava or Brava OLED TVs in particular, mainly because of the quality. Size-wise, maybe 45 inch TV would do nicely for me. OLED, of course. Whether Panasonic do OLED TVs, I've no idea actually. Just going over the speed limit slightly. Thierry, that's my TV, Sony 32 inch. Oh, very nice. To me, it's not the size of a TV, it's the quality of it, really, the visual quality. But I must admit, as I get older and I am short-sighted, I will need, I think, a bigger TV so I can, well, see more. We've got exactly 50 kilometers to go until Avignon, TGV. Liam, arrive on the first day in style. If you wish, I'll send you one of my classic American cars. Oh, that'd be very nice. It's a very generous offer from you, Liam. I appreciate that. Banana Crafter really should try and get this route again. Yeah, I think for a brief period in May, I think it was available for free on all platforms, which is nice from Dovetail. Well, mainly the new French ownership, of course. Seems to me like from the business side of things, Dovetail have turned things around very swiftly. Since the new ownership has come in, you know, they've introduced a route for free, which is unheard of, really. Loyalty discounts for upcoming content, you know, and the price of routes, well, at least for the next one coming, is way cheaper than what we've experienced previously. So I like that, and hopefully it continues forever. Even though I'm going to have a lot more money to play with and I'll be able to buy, well, the latest DLCs much more easily than in the past, I still think the DLCs are still way too expensive. God, I love the speed of this train. The Formula One of the rails. Wonderful. Thierry, the fastest gate on Germany is 250 kilometers per hour. Ah, right, I see. Whoa, we're going way too fast. Way too fast. That was what? 213 miles an hour. Struth. That's probably the fastest I've ever gone in this game. Get a cinema then. Yeah, cinema, yeah. Wouldn't know where to sit. I'll sit in the upper tiers, or right down on the front, in the middle, on the left, on the right, centre. I'll be scratching my head all day about that. Jennings, you'll adjust quickly to shifts. Once in the routine, you'll be fine. I have 2 late shifts, 2 days off and 6 days early on. Alright. Oh, you have 2 late shifts. Are they all through the night, or are they all like early afternoon into like midnight or something? Early I don't need to get paid to watch racing. Wow, £11.50. What racing do you commentate on, Liam? I never knew you did that. You kept that very quiet. If so, I'll tune in and see if I can watch highlights of, well, your voice in action. Speaking of commentators, in Sky Sports, Martin Tyler suddenly left, the icon of Sky Sports football coverage, and got replaced by Peter Drury, which is, for me, I think is an upgrade. I mean, Peter Drury is class, absolute class of a commentator. Okay, we got just under 30 kilometers to go until Avignon TGV. Thierry, in our room, me and my mum have 32-inch TVs, and in my front room, 50-inch TV. Oh, very nice. Yeah, downstairs we have an old 50-inch Panasonic TV. We've had it since, what, 2008, 9? How it's still going, I don't know. The only time I ever watch TV down there is maybe like Christmas time films, or Halloween, Easter, or when Tottenham is playing on BBC or ITV. I mean, I've got Sky and Sky Sports, but I only have it upstairs, and ITV and BBC I don't have. It's downstairs. So any excuse to get Mum to watch Tottenham play. And funny enough, every time my mum's actually watched a Spurs game on TV, Spurs have won. Liam, I'm planning to get an extension cinema room. Yeah, I don't think a cinema's a bad thing at all. I know one of my friends' house, they've turned the spare room, it was, into like a man cave, so it's got, you know, this I think 10 grand worth of old Star Wars, you know, figures, action figures in their boxes and stuff, because one of my friends is like a massive Star Wars fan. He's got like a Chewbacca costume standing behind the door. On the other side is a Stormtrooper outfit in the background. So, yeah, and you've got this big TV, you know, Xbox, PlayStation, and then underneath a little ledge where they keep the Xbox, the PlayStation, there's a little freezer for, you know, drinks and stuff. So, yeah, like a room like that or something for you would be quite cool. That's something I very much approve. Alright, speed limit will be coming down as we are edging ever closer to Avignon. For me, I'm happy to pay £30 for a route. I want it good quality route with a length of at least around 50-ish miles. I agree. I think a route length of around 50-60 miles is I know it's not really the norm of train sim world, but I wouldn't mind seeing that return. I remember in what was it, early 2021, was it 21? I remember we had some cracking routes released that had good lengths and lots of content to, you know, to mess around and play with. I think that was Clinchfield Railroad and Southeastern High Speed. 100%. And then, of course, in the summer of that year, we got 3 juicy routes. Well, actually, 4 really good routes. What was there? Noverka Dresden, Brighton Main Line, Northeast Corridor, Boston Sprinter, and what was the other one? Not West Cornwall. Sherman Hill, that's it. Matt Jennings, both start late afternoon, finish at 12:30 AM and 23:47. Alright, fair enough. What's annoying for me is that where I'm now going to work, it's literally 5-10 minutes away. So I can't use it. Well, I never do. You hardly ever use the train, but it'd be interesting to see what an actual, like, really late nighttime service would be like. Like the atmosphere, especially at night time. You know, in fact, there's just trains and not many people around, especially in the big London terminus stations, you know, your Paddingtons and Victorias and Charing Cross and London Waterloo. Oh, makes me tingle with excitement, you know, like, oh, the atmosphere at night time. In fact, it's quiet, but yet busy with trains at the same time. Must be a very unusual, but I imagine quite satisfying experience. Certainly a peaceful commute, I imagine. More so in a rush hour that typical commuters in London have to deal with, or many other major railway terminuses. Yeah, but not craft, everything is all changing. Everything's all changing and everything not the same anymore and some things. Oh yeah. Things certainly change. Oh, everything always change, and we always hate change. Heck, I hated it when Top Gear changed, or when the 10th Doctor regenerated and turned into a number 11 back then. Yeah. I don't like change, but we have to adapt to it, sadly. Liam, if I send you my bank details, could I have some money, please? I'll send you a few grand if you wish. Yeah, I wouldn't mind as well, Liam, if you don't mind. Give me a head start. I'll buy you like a PlayStation gift card for Christmas. Liam, well, the commentator, King's Lynn. Oh, King's Lynn. Oh, right. I know a friend that lives near there. It's a very long drive, but good pay sometimes at Ipswich as well. I rarely get invited to commentate in Knockhill or Emmen in Germany. Knockhill. What kind of racing series is it, Liam? This must be some sort. It must be an international racing series if you're talking about Emmen in Germany. Was it MotoGP or something? Certainly not Formula 1 or not Formula 2. Maybe touring cars, GT3 racing, or it can't be GT3 racing. Wouldn't race at Knockhill, would they? GT3 racing is more normally reserved for likes of Silverstone. I don't know. NASCAR? Well, not NASCAR as I know NASCAR. Maybe a different type of NASCAR. And it's not IndyCar, obviously. You left me wondering there, Liam. Unless it's Formula E and whatever it is these days. Bernard Croft, I've been to Kings Lynn, is alright. I've never been to Kings Lynn, but I know my elder sister has been to Kings Lynn before, but it was quite a long time ago. And a friend from National Youth Theatre, albeit this was 10 years ago. Since I last met him in person. He lived in Kings Lynn. Oh, break. There we are. Well, we made it in one piece. That's a start. Here at Avignon TGV. Rock and roll. Liam, I live near... near Eastbourne. Alright, fair enough. Near the coast. Bernard Croft Sandpatch Grade is alright. Yeah, it is alright, actually. I'm going to be covering Sandpatch Grade very soon in my timetabled series. I've got a list of I don't know, it's more than 10 services to cover on Sandpatch Grade. Certainly a challenge, no doubt. Liam, yeah, he does live close to the beach. Closer than I thought. Imagining Waterloo is dead. It's funny hearing people thinking trains towards Portsmouth or Bournemouth run through the night and argue for a train they missed and the shock they have to wait till 5 AM. I could just hear them shouting away, echoing within the station concourse. Oh dear. Liam, my head changed to electric cars, load of rubbish, stupid things. I actually don't mind electric cars. I'm fascinated by the technology aspect of it, and the advancement in battery technology. Am I a fan of the sound of them? Yeah, because they don't make a sound. So I'm not really a fan of them as such. If I said yes, I should have said no. I'm not a fan of electric cars, because mainly they're on the quiet side, but I do like the technological and engineering aspect of it. I haven't been in an electric car as such, but I've certainly seen loads more. I mean, especially around where I live, there's like Teslas, electric Mercedes, hybrids. There's loads of them. I've seen way more Teslas now. I think more than any other car brand. It's ridiculous. So many Teslas, and I don't mind Tesla. Well, I'm more like the Model S than some of the other ones they've made. Alright, let's drive this southbound TGV service to Marseille Seychelles from Avignon. So let's get rocking. Commando, hey, how are you? Nice to see you, hope you're well. Matt Jennings, also unusual stop movements, 4 car 452 Weymouth. Oh wow. Oh, 444 doing a working stopper via Hounslow. Alright. Liam, you and my friend have got a deal. Which deal? To who? Me? Or Thierry? Or everyone here? Or I don't know. Might as well do a deal with everyone. Whatever that deal even was. This is Mr. Forgetful you're talking about here. Or you can hear. Gauge brightness to maximum. Panel on the left. Panel on the right. LGV, excellent. God, every time I do this, why do I keep forgetting it? Ooh, VACMA. Test. Tail lights. Gauge lights, that's it. Oh, the driving mode isn't in. That's why. Manual control, that might be why. Right, let's do that again, shall we? I am so going to fail as a TGV driver if I ever was to become one. I would be dawdling at the start of every single service for about 20 years just to get one moving. How do you do it? I keep forgetting. Ah! I'm going to be late again. Oh God, is it? It's an LGV, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, shut up, woman! I can hear it in my headphones. Yeah, go and have a croissant. Let me figure this out. Oh, drat! Which one is it? I know it's one of these buttons, but I don't know which order it's in. Which order is it in? Jesus Christ! How can this be so difficult? It's lowered. Do I have to put on the brakes or something? Brakes are on. Mycroft, do you have your L plates on? I'm not even qualified to have L plates, mate. Jesus Christ. This is why I prefer an old BR Class 40 diesel. Because it's easy. Christ almighty. Ah! What am I doing wrong? I don't understand. Is it the safety systems need to be turned on? Right, let's have a go. KVB. VACMA. Turn on the crocodile. I don't get what I'm doing wrong here. Normal, rescue, local. From what I recall, it's got to be LGV because the DC setting is used in the area of Marseille and LGV is used outside of Marseille. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Circuit breaker to control it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Put it to normal maybe? I don't know. What? This is ridiculous. I got it working. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hang on a minute. This is... As much as I love this train, it's a hunk of crap to get moving. Right. I just have to do the old Google, I think. Hang on. No. I'm not saying anything about the woman. She's already on my nerves. Yeah, au revoir, madame. Let's go back. How did it? I want to do lower it. You lower the pantograph. You stick on. You press it. Stick on the circuit breaker. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's try again. So switch this diddly doodah thing off. You press the circuit breaker. You turn on the circuit breaker. I think you put it in normal. And you do it again? No? I don't get it. I'm literally watching back the stream, the service I did just now, and I swear that it's like you have to wait now for a little icon to come up on the right of the screen. So you press it, you put it to low, yeah, and it comes up, and it doesn't want to do it on LGV for some reason. I don't get it then. Unless it's broken. I don't know. Let's lower it a minute. Let's put it in DC a minute. Alright, switch it on. Raise the pantograph. I don't get it, man. I'm lost. I am lost. Totally and utterly lost. What? Circuit breaker is on. You're probably having a field trip day watching this. What is it saying? What's the service retention button? Active. There we go. Fucking finally. Jesus Christ. Look at the time. Nearly 10 minutes late. Total humiliation. Not good. Next time I'm going to practice. A lot. That other train driver's probably laughing his arse off at me. Jesus. Christ almighty. Bloody hellfire. I haven't even looked at the chat yet, crikey. I'm gonna have a sip of tea, I think. Right, let's get going. That was farcical. Christ. Let's have a sip of tea and calm myself. Marvellous. What a lovely cup of tea. God, England have just won 7-0 against North Macedonia. Woohoo! 7-0. Wonder if Mr. Kane scored. Hopefully he has. Excuse me. Oh, where am I going to start with this chat? I don't even know where I am with it. Your last two trains where I live is the 2134 to Birmingham and the 2237 to Cambridge, arriving at their respective destinations at 2340 and 2310. Very nice. Stock car racing. Ah, right. I had a feeling it was something like that. Oh, wow. Opportunities to commentate at Brands Hatch and Donington Park. Very nice. TA, the first service is the 547 to Birmingham, arriving at 7:58. Very nice. Brown & Craft Eurostar would be nice. Yeah, it would be nice to have the Eurostar. But I know Eurostar is not very keen on lending out its license to game developers. They're not a big fan of games, I don't think, in the Eurostar boardroom. Liam, if people were like me and are mega drivers or stock car races, these electric things wouldn't be around. We'd only like petrol. That's probably true. That could very well be the case. Actually, as someone bought me a Tesla, I definitely would not say no. Yeah, that's the thing with Teslas. I mean, they may be great, but, you know, they can only go as far as, well, they can go, really. And then when it comes to filling them up with electricity, it takes hours instead of minutes at a petrol pump. Or diesel, or whatever kind of fuel used by ethanol or whatever. And then there's infrastructure as well, like some people don't have driveways, where they're going to charge their cars, etc, etc. Yeah. Commander, go and have a quest on. Yeah. Yeah. Liam, actually, Spurs, what car would you like? I brought 16, so pick a number between 1 and 16. Oh, Christ, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, 8. I don't know. Not a clue. Not a clue. I mean, I don't even know what I'd really do with a classic car. I mean, I like looking at classic cars, but I don't think owning one, I don't think I'd like, no. Matt Jennings, at least isn't German or Swiss line. You've been a driver late on the network. Yeah, probably. At least they know who's driver. At least they know who the driver would be. Toyota Class 700 speaks to you when you reset the DRA. Oh, very nice. A train that speaks to you. That would be cool. Driver in progress. Oh dear. Have you smashed every button? Well, not every button, but nearly every button. On the right hand side of the console anyway, Bananacraft. 3,000 years later. Oh dear. I'll join you on a bus. Very good. Speaking of buses, actually, there was it last week? Week before? There was classic buses running around in London. Because my mum actually spotted the route number 65 bus, which was, I think it was a Route Master bus, I think, a green one or a red one. And my mum actually said, God, that was the route and bus I used to take when I was little to work every day. I was like, wow. Because my mum used to live in Ealing. So she'd always take the 65 bus. Was it 65? Was it 45? Oh, it was one of those two. Yeah, but that was unreal. That was crazy. I didn't think, she pointed out and think, look, that's the legit bus and route I'd get to work when I was young. I was like, wow. Unreal. But they were cool, further buses. Not because they were, historic masterpieces of engineering, but they were free. It's not bad. Free travel around. I don't know if it was all over London, but I know it was Certainly some buses were operating in southwest London. I don't know, I'm not much of a bus enthusiast, as some of us are. Certainly nice to see the old school Route Master bus. It was nice that it just wasn't bus enthusiasts that was, you know, enjoying seeing the side of them. It was actual just normal people, you know, going about their day. We've got just under 40 kilometres to go until Aix-en-Provence. I know there's a few services which miss Aix-en-Provence altogether. I don't know what service that is. I'll have to have a look at that and see which one it could be. I'll think about that next time. That might be a video I might do, actually. Yeah, about 40 minutes for me is a garage where I fix classic cars. Oh, very nice. Imaginings they were in Kingston, you can jump on them for free on the same route 6571, yeah. Now, I don't know Kingston very well, as much as, you know, the Ealing-ish area. You know, like where Ealing Broadway and, was it South Ealing or whatever part of Ealing it was. Yeah, through Kingston, Matt, yeah, that's right. That's where my mum saw it as well. She went and had her nails done that day. And funny enough, she saw them and I didn't. Well, next time we go to London, then I'll keep an eye out this time for buses. I mainly just focus on where I'm going and the tube or the overground. Either we go to London to see a show or my mum's dad or something. Commander Route Masters were brilliant. Wish I'd had a chance to go on one. Yeah, I agree. I know this was years ago. This goes back, what, 10, 12 years ago? I don't know. No, not 10 years ago, 8 years ago. I remember when I went to, what place was it? I think it was M&M World, funny enough. And they had like an old Route Master bus. I think it was like a replica of one. And yeah, it was nice to I was more interested in the bus than the actual M&Ms. I think my mum wanted to go in there and have an explore, because everyone goes to M&M World apparently. I couldn't give a toss about M&Ms, to be honest. London Transport Museum, I'd definitely like to go and see. Actually, my local area, we have a stagecoach near emptying of rubbish. Oh no. Aircraft good. It was Pete and his bus. Oh, he's a double decker. Oh, very nice. Liam, okay, have a choice between a Corvette C3, a C1, or a classic Cadillac. Ooh, that's tough. God. I don't know. I don't know those Corvettes very well. Shoot, I only know Corvettes really well from like C4, C6, C7-ish. C8s I couldn't really care about. Oh, I don't know about that, Liam. I'll have to have a think about that. See what, oh, I can't remember what they look like. Funny enough. I don't know, because I think the C3 Corvette had a convertible, didn't it? And I've just thought, you know, if I ever was to have an actual Corvette, you know, where would I bloody put it? Don't think there's any room to put it. Especially not at home, no chance. I think I'll politely decline having a Corvette. At the moment, anyway. If I move to a bigger house one day in my life and get any, well, 2 garages for me personally, then 100% I'll buy a Corvette. But a C6 ZR1 is definitely the dream. 100% the dream. It's not impossible, but it's doable, hopefully. If I can't get one in this country, then I'll just buy one in America and export it over to the UK. Well, that's the dream anyway. That is, if there's any C6 ZR1s left. Get down the speed train. Forgot how far we are to Aix-en-Provence. Mad Jenny's Kingston is where the HMV dog came from. I never knew that. Did it really? HMV, crikey. I haven't seen that CD or what is it? Is it mainly a CD or a DVD shop now these days? I don't know. It might be even gaming shop. I've no idea. I haven't been to HMV in years. My gosh. I remember when I was younger, way younger, in my teenage years, I was always excited of going to HMV, mainly because hardly ever got to go to it. I know in the Oracle in shopping centre in Reading. We had a HMV. Whether there's still one now, I don't know. There should be one now. I think there's a game shop still in the Oracle in Reading. I don't know. Don't usually go to the Oracle very much anymore. Last time I've been was a long time. Way before COVID, I think. Might have to take a trip there. See what's knocking around town. Saka got a hat-trick. Fair enough to the guy. Don't like him as such because he's an Arsenal player, but I have respect to him for that. Fair enough. Time to get on the brakes, I think. Oh, the train is struggling here. Doesn't like braking at all. Why is it doing that? Why has it got wheel slip problems? It's not raining, is it? No. Just ease off the brakes a little bit. There we go. That should be okay. I'm just cruising to the end of the platform. Just like a proper train driver. Ish. Be fascinated to do a driving course, a training course for one. I know I'd fail, but I'd just be fascinated to try it. Particularly on the theory side. That'd be That'll be a headache for me. Thierry, there is an event near me sometimes with classic buses. Oh, very nice. Very nice, Thierry. I know near Maidenhead, where Uncle Richard lives. He watches the channel, actually. He likes my train sim world content I make. He every time there's a classic buses out on the roads, he always gets his camera out, bless him, and takes pictures of them going round the roundabout. Whether he's done that this year, I don't know. Matt James will give you a wave if you get on my train. Oh, very nice. Thank you. Nice bit of class from you there, Matt. Route Masters are built to last. They have very little to go wrong on them. Alright, that's very true, Banana Craft. Very true. Simple design, simple engineering, but beautiful at the same time. Commando, isn't the M&M shop on Oxford Street or something? I don't know. Is it Oxford? I think it might be Oxford Street. It's not Leicester Square, is it? No, it can't be. I've seen someone stood outside it protesting Mars chocolate. Alright. Baronicoff, London Transport Museum is okay. The better one is Depot. Oh, right. Oh, you got more trains and buses there. Ah. Liam, I used to race double-deckers on banger racing and also lorries, lots of fun. We don't really do them anymore. Yeah, I remember Top Gear, they used to race buses. One time. Very funny. I know the double-decker didn't last long. Fell on its side. Right, let's rock. And roll. Oh, why did the camera do that? I like that view. My dream car is a Koenigsegg EV. Oh wow, never heard of a Koenigsegg EV before. Might be an old Leyland or a Route Master bus. Ooh, very nice. A Ford Thunderbird, Liam. A Ford Thunderbird. Wow. Certainly getting the Thunderbird geeks going there. It's not a Rolls Royce like Lady Penelope, but you know, Ford Thunderbird, you know. Well, it gets me thinking about the Thunderbird series. I have that on DVD actually. I have the complete box set. It's probably worth a few quid now. I mean, Cadillacs, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't really know much about Cadillac, to be honest. I only know the only one I really know is the CTSV Saloon. That's the only real Cadillac I know about. I don't think owning a Cadillac would be very good financially. It must drink fuel. Thierry, ever in a Agera or Agera, the only issue is the price of an Agera. Good grief. It is Leicester Square. I had a feeling it was Banana Craft. Oh, good thing I guessed here. Commando, I guess one of my favourite classic cars is the Alfa Romeo. Oh, Giulia GTA, that's a beautiful car. That's certainly a car that my mum likes. She likes those old classic small coupes. Not just Italia ones, but I think Mini as well. Anyway, why are we discussing cars? This is a train stream. We should be discussing trains here. Liam, get some facts on the TGV duplex or something. That'll change the conversation around. Anyway, I'll save the usual YouTube shenanigans. Of course, if you've enjoyed this stream of me failing in the most hilarious manner, then make sure to hit the like button below. And if you have, and if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. I would say the next stream is next Sunday, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be working Sunday. So, I don't know when the next stream will be, but hopefully it will be normal schedule, but I'll wait and see on that front. I'll just cruise for a minute. Well, you're the facts man, Liam. I'm just thinking what to stream on Train Sim World when I do get round to streaming again. I think just having a think. Why have I not streamed on Train Sim World 3 so far? I'm just conscious because it'll be July the 5th, and obviously it'll be a national celebration of America, so I'll probably have to do something American related. I'll have a think about it. Oh no, here comes the power changeover. This is going to be fun, isn't it? I did it once, I'm sure I can do it again. There you go. The changeover procedure is very easy for me to remember. A startup procedure is a very different story. Oh, July the 4th, yeah, of course, Jerry. I was 1 day short. Or 1 day more. Liam, Cortinas. Mum had a full Cortina. My uncle had a Capri. Liam, TGV, the trains normal travel speeds between 270 and 320 kilometers per hour. They are the fastest normal trains in the world. Very good. Oh, I didn't know that. Average travel speed is 279.4 kilometers per hour. I never knew they were the fastest normal trains in the world. I thought I would go to the bullet train in Japan. Now that would be cool to see. Tokaido Shinkansen in Train Sim World. Oh yes, I'd have that in a heartbeat. Liam, the TGV has been in Thierry, the TGV has been serviced since 1981. Yep, fair old while. Be interested to see what the replacement of it would be. The duplex, that is. Early in France's high-speed intercity train is celebrating its 42nd birthday. Oh, really? There we go. Urban Undercroft Long Island Railroad. Oh, could do. Harlem Line, that's a good alternative. Yeah, I don't think I should have mentioned the Ford Thunderbird. Yeah. I don't know which Thunderbird machine I like the most, I don't know. Quite like all of them, to be honest. I mean, I have one of the old Thunderbird 2 toys. Well, there we go. And I also have the old Tracy Island. And they go for a lot of money. Which I'm not going to sell. Too precious to me. And we got 2 trains and shots. I can tell you which platform managed to see a real TGV duplex. It's the actual platform where the one on the left is. Thierry train reaching speed of 574.8 kilometers per hour. Or 357 miles per hour. That's crazy. So on April the 3rd, 2007. Crazy speed. Liam, there's some crashed cars I own or smashed up. I'd love to see you smash them up. That'll be very interesting to see how you approach that. Thomas Partey has left Arsenal. The party's over, folks. Arsenal's downfall has begun. It's been a crazy day of management stories, particularly from just down the coast on Bournemouth. Sacked their manager, and then yeah, it was a bit harsh at first because I thought the manager who was in charge of Bournemouth did an excellent job of keeping them up in the Premier League. Obviously not good enough. Albeit there was rumours circulating that he was going to be questioned by police for some historical sexual allegations or something. So, well, could be some connection in that. I mean, it's very odd to see a manager suddenly sacked and then replaced almost instantly for no reason at all. I don't know, unless he had disagreements over the board, over future direction or something, then I really don't know, to be honest. Here we are. Here we are in Marseille. Passenger information systems working nicely. And of course very unique to Train Sim World. Signals are purpley pink. Yeah, but I love this route, despite how annoying it is to start the TGV up. But that's just me being dumb and stupid. Not practicing enough. Liam, the TGV... Liam, sorry. Thierry, the TGV's replacement is set to enter service next year. All right. New trains are being built by Alstom. Oh, have a look at that. Bernard Croft, another fun thing when you see one of the free takeoff is the ticket looks like. Yeah, it does to a degree. That's I never thought of that. Alright, so we got a silver. It's not too bad in the end of the day. Way late, as you can see. But we stopped at Aix-en-Provence and finally terminated at Marseille-Saint-Charles. And yeah, I think I'll call it a day. So I really enjoyed that. Full of unexpected laughs, but there you are. It's the point of live streams, I suppose. You can only do it once. Can't wind back the clock and do it again. But yeah, that concludes this stream on one of my favourite routes for Train Sim World, and that is the LGV Méditerranée, the only French route in the game so far. If you did enjoy the stream, then make sure to hit the like button below, and if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream, I don't know when it will be, but I'll put another little community post on my YouTube channel as to what route and when I will be streaming. Of course, on Train Sim World 3. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your week. And as always, I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Take care.